Perspectives is a 15-week class that covers the biblical, historical, cultural, and strategic aspects of God's big plan to bring the world back to Himself. One of the unique aspects of the class is that we invite in professors, instructors from a variety of backgrounds and locations, and those instructors bring a wealth of experience and wisdom and knowledge to the lessons that they share. Also, it's not just book learning and lectures. There's a lot of enrichment activities where you're connected with God's mission here in your local area and in other places around the country or the world. And that's one of the things that makes it so valuable for any Christian. Like many people, I had been exposed to mission and God's heart for the world through some short-term travel with my church and other activities like that. But when I took Perspectives as a 20-year-old, it opened my eyes to a real scope of what God's doing all over, that it wasn't just these development trips or crusade evangelism, but a whole host of things that people could do to further God's heart and further His mission to the nations. And additionally, the other thing it totally changed for me is I had this loathing of history. Like many people, I had grown up in school and just history was the most boring subject for me. I just felt like it was the same thing year after year. But Perspectives connected not only the scope of the breadth of what's going on in the world, but a scope that went past and future, in a sense, connecting God's story in the Bible to all the 2,000 years afterward. That has been powerful in my life. After I took Perspectives, I immediately started seeing a whole new aspect of God in the Bible. And I remember in those months after taking it that I read through the whole Bible, and I was looking, just seeing God's heart for the whole world in every single book of the Bible. And ultimately, that led me to go on mission full time with Him, but not overseas. I actually have been working for about 25 years just behind the scenes here in the U.S., discipling people, encouraging others to get involved in His mission. And I found a place that fit my giftings and my strengths, and I didn't have to measure up to something I saw in a mission biography or something like Going to the Jungle. It was awesome. Hey, it is a big commitment. There's no doubt about that. We're all busy, and the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. You may not connect with every lesson, but I guarantee you, every Christian can get something out of it. There's such a big world out there, so many needs, and there's so much to be done. If we understand more God's heart in Scripture, for one, that helps us know Him better. And isn't that the first thing? We need to know Him better. We also need to understand our history, church history, how God has worked throughout the years, advancing what He promised, blessing, glory, and His grace to the world. When we understand that, I think we're better equipped to meet the challenges of our day when people stand against the church or are challenged by that. We can say, no, I don't think you really see the God that I believe in.